All right, everybody. Heading to pick up some office supplies. I'm taking you guys with me. All right. So, title probably of this video is going to be. Now, for those of you who don't know, I make my videos first and then I title them because I don't know what I'm going to name them. Sometimes after hearing my own video, I realize, oh, you know what? This title explains more of what I want to say. But here we go. So, title of this video is, and I got the idea from one of my subscribers. I'll copy him on the title. It's does the student really become the teacher, or you can name it in martial arts. Is the focus the student becoming the teacher, the student surpassing the teacher? We'll talk about this concept. You hear a lot. Those of you who don't practice martial arts, you might hear in the movies. Well, they use that term a lot. The student becomes a teacher, or the student must surpass the teacher. So, I'll let you know where this comes from. Thank you for all of you that saw my recent short on me doing that one chip challenge. I saw some other YouTubers do it and they'd hold chip. You know, hats off to them, because no, that's not gonna happen. I only took a little bite of it and I knew I was gonna complain if I ate more of it. I love food too much to do that to my tongue. Anyways, so the concept of the student becomes a teacher or the student surpasses the teacher is that in martial arts, and I know like in many things as well, but since our focus is martial arts, we talk about martial arts. In martial arts, the teacher's duty, first of all, is to duplicate himself, is to make another version of himself where the student learns all of the knowledge that the teacher knows. So that's the first one. The first one is the student becomes a teacher. Because the teacher, through a lifetime of martial arts training, has already a high level experience. Not only that, they've polished their martial art, they've polished their style, kind of like taking out all of the little all of the errors, going through trial and error, and have you could basically say perfected their way of martial art, their style. So the best example I give is a personal one, is my martial arts teacher. He's a black belt and a black sash in quite a few martial arts. And you might think like, oh, well, you know, did he really earn those belts? Did he just get them because he paid for it? No. Back then, you really need to study the martial arts for you to get ranked to a black belt or a black sash. The thing is that was and is his profession, is martial arts. So just like a doctor that goes to conferences when they update medicine, he does the same thing. So he's practiced and polished various martial arts, some that are really compatible to each other, so it's not like something crazy to think about. With Wing Chun, karate, kung fu, and some concepts on other fighting styles. So the way this works now is that as students of our teacher, he can now teach us what he learned in a more polished version to us without us having to go through that whole lifetime of learning. Now, obviously, the only way that's going to happen is that as students of our teacher, is if we train on a daily basis. Because not only did he train and gain the knowledge from these martial arts, but he trained himself physically throughout this time span when he was learning it. So he was also learning the physics behind each martial art. But the main intention, like I say, no, the first intention is for a student to become just like the teacher, and not just in the physical standpoint, not just in the knowledge of the martial arts, but also being able to teach the martial art, being able to explain what it is that we're learning, so that we become a version of our own martial art teacher. That's the first one. The second one is the student surpasses his teacher. Now, I don't know about other martial art teachers, how they feel about that. I don't know if it's a hurt to their ego, but that phrase really is actually a win-win. If you're a martial arts teacher and your student surpasses you, I mean, that just means that you were able to train that student in what you know, and also gave them the tools to become better. Not only that, if your student is becoming better, it means that you should catch up to him at an easier rate, because being a martial arts teacher, you already have that experience and knowledge. You already know what you're looking at when it comes to a martial art. You already know what an error looks like, and you already know what success looks like in the martial arts. So yeah, a student succeeding as teacher, it's a big win, especially to the teacher. It just shows that, one, that teacher knows how to show his martial arts style to the student, and two, that his style is effective and that it can evolve. So, well, in my opinion, to what I've experienced, I know our martial art teacher, I know his plan is for us to surpass him, for us to learn everything he has to offer and add more to it, so that when we try to train other individuals, we're adding the same value plus more to that person. The same ideology, the same training, the same fighting concepts, and the history. Remember, martial arts is not just about fighting. There's a big history with it, and there's a history with your teacher as well, of where your teacher comes from, what they learned, what their experience was, and what type of style, what type of polished style you're learning. So, hope that clears up that whole phrase, the student becomes a teacher, the student surpasses the teacher. I'll try to think of a good title for that. Again, these are just martial arts philosophies. Thankful for all my subscribers for watching these videos and watching the shorts. I hope I'm keeping them entertaining. I know I could become too serious in some of them, mainly because I think out of mostly anything aside from my job and my family, I take the martial arts very serious. That's why I try to add some silly videos to my channel whenever I can think of one. Alright, everybody, have a great day.